name's Grandad. Hello everyone, this episode we're doing all the prep work on the side of the cabin and also going to start on the paint work.
We sanded all the white undercoat and we've give it a good wash down, and we've rubbed it with a tack cloth, and so we're ready to start putting all the masking tape on.
We're marking up for the panels first, and how we're doing that is we've measured from the gunnel up about 4.5 inches, and from that green handrail at the top down about 4 inches, and just put a series of pencil marks along, very fine pencil marks along the side of the boat, so that when we place the masking tape on, we've got something to sort of a reference point, so we know we've got to aim to hit the masking tape onto those pencil lines. And the reason for doing the smaller panel, the smaller band at the top and the larger band at the bottom is it's because
Your eye is drawn to from the towpath side. When you look down, the
if they were sort of the same sort of distance, it makes the bottom one look smaller, doesn't it?
Yeah. So having that little bit extra at the bottom,
compensates for that.
Yeah. So it's just where your eye looks down from the towpath. So that's blue. There. This is green. If you've been watching any of our other previous vlogs, you'll know that this paint is from Symphony Paints, and this is a gloss tropic blue, and we've used that on the hatches as well.
We're using a foam roller to put the paint on and then just laying off with a brush.
I would just stick to doing a couple of foot and then lay it off, because it's getting really dry really quick. Do that with a little one. now.
We've got a bit of a system going where I did the top of the boat and Hayley did the bottom, and what we did, we just kept passing and sharing the brush and roller between us.
The press studs that we've got along the top of the boat for the canopy, we're just painting over those. When they came to fit the canopy, they said you can just paint over them. When the canopy clips in, it just sort of like pulls the paint away from the bits it needs to, and it clips in but seals where they're attached to the steel. We've had a little go since, and it does work, so we've just painted over them. If you are thinking of painting your own boat, it's a really nice thing to do. All the preparation is the time consuming thing. I mean, we've done, from last year we started putting the primer and the undercoat on,
yeah,
and everything like that, and then we left it, and it's just getting it all done in that time.
It's getting all the rubbing down, the sanding and all the preparation work. That's the really hard bit. And then after that you get the nice bit of actually seeing the paint go on, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's well worth spending the time doing the preparation, because you'll reap the rewards in the end, because it makes the paint look nice when it's on the boat.
Well done, Grandad.
Well done, Mummy.
Right,
No more
let's
painting.
pack up. No more painting today. Too hot.
Pub time.
Really pleased with that so far. Now to start the next bit. We've designed the sides so all the windows will sit into a panel, and they'll be aqua green, the panels, and then all the hatches are in the blue area, so they're outside a panel, and we've done that on both sides of the boat. Once we got all the tape on and we was ready to do the green, we took the windows out, and once the windows were out we could start the painting. So this bit was down to Grandad. He was doing the panels on his own. It was a lot easier for him just to use the brush and then lay off himself, rather than one of us.
Lay off myself.
Brush on and lay off.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, himself.
Yeah, and I did actually enjoy doing the panels. I found it a lot easier because you're just doing like one panel at a time. You haven't got like keep going down the boat to keep that wet edge. Once you'd finished one panel, you could sort of have a little break if you wanted to, and then move on to the next. So yeah, this was really enjoyable doing this.
Yeah, it's a lot easier, isn't it?
Yeah,
Panels.
easy.
We've followed the lines of the boat at the bow and stern, just to make it look a little bit more fancy, really. You can just do them square, but it was just nice just to follow that, the way the steel sort of went round that front bit. And then on the back, we clipped the canopy back on, and we drew around the canopy and done about 2 inches.
Yeah, about 2 inch
below the canopy.
Yeah.
So we've got the same shape as the canopy, if it is slightly different than the steel.
We have actually added a it's called a paint, what's it called, a paint
I think it's paint conditioner.
conditioner, that's the word, yeah, paint conditioner.
Oratol.
Called Oratol, yeah, to the paint. It just keeps the paint, gives you that wet edge all the time, and doesn't dry as quick. But to be fair, I don't think it made much difference, because
We done a little area without
it,
Oratol, and this paint was so good.
same sort of temperature, same day, same sort of weather conditions and everything, and it made very little or no difference, did it really?
No, really nice paint to paint with. We've actually done all what you've seen so far over 4 days.
You can't,
So
you can't say that. I've got the same t-shirt on.
yeah,
No, I haven't.
yeah,
You have to go back and
you
have a look.
probably have.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, so it's been done over 4 days, and the tape has been on for them 4 days.
Yeah.
Ideally, it would be nice to paint it and take it off straight away. This has been sort of like baked on,
Yeah,
rained on,
yeah.
and that, so it broke up a little bit as you pulled it off, but we were still pleased with the results. The reason why we left it on is because we wanted to get 2 coats done of each colour, and at first we were going to do one colour, take the tape off, put more tape on, but we knew that there was going to be a lot more taping to do on the next coats, so we gave it a go and risked it to see.
But you can see there the lines it left are really clean, so
Yeah,
it was a gamble, but I think it did pay off.
there's odd little bits, tiny bits that we did have to touch up, but overall it took it off really cleanly, and we was really pleased with it. So it's coming to the end of the day, and we've nearly finished. So we're now going to leave this for a few days to harden off. And it was a good job we did decide to do that, because we had rain for a couple of days on and off. So the next bit is the coach lines, and while I'm putting all the tape on one side, Ada's doing the other. And the reason why we've done this separate, some people put the paint on first, that's going to be the coach line, and then just masking tape that piece off and paint over. But we wanted to do it a little bit different, because we didn't really want any ridges, and the paint actually is quite thick, so this is only 2 layers on there, and there's still quite a ridge. So we wanted to put the coach line paint on afterwards, so at the end it's all quite uniform.
So the same as when we did the diamonds, we're using duck egg from Symphony Paints, and this is having 2 coats like the green and blue to sort of bring it up to that level, and just applying this with a brush.
Ada's getting a bit of a busy on now, because the sky's starting to turn quite grey, and there's no rain forecast tonight, but I don't know if I trust that forecast. No. It started to get really, really dull, and Ada got quicker and quicker.
That ain't speed up. That's me back to.
But it held off, didn't it?
Yeah, we were lucky. This tape is from Tool Station, and it's called Pro Deck Advance. It's a precision edge masking tape, and we've gone for the 1-inch variety, or whatever you want to say, flavour, but we've just gone for the 1-inch width.
On these lines, we're pulling the tape off as soon as the second coat of paint goes on. The first coat went on this morning, so the tape has only been on one day, and the difference with peeling it off is lovely. It was so easy to come off. So we put the tape on this morning, got the first coat on. Then towards the end of the day, we've put the second coat on and then taken the tape straight off while that coat is still wet. So that's finished, and we've put the windows back in, but only for a few days because they'll be coming out again, and this will all be sanded back ready for the top coat. Originally we were going to do 4 coats because we've tried to do a 3, 3 and a 4, but Symphony Paints suggest 3 coats, so we're going to go with the 3 coats. We're starting to get fed up now.
Need to do something different now, yeah.
So it'll all be taped up again, and we repeat all what we do, but we're going to sand it all down, give it a few days to harden off, and then sand it all down and start again. And we'll be back soon.